I would never carry all that heavy gear into the woods. No way. I go ultralight. Meanwhile, that same person has 45 pounds of fat on their body. What's up, guys? Dan here, Coalcracker Bushcraft. Just joking. If you took super offense to that, whatever. But listen, here's the thing. Today we're going to talk about backpacks because I get asked this question a lot more recently than ever. I guess maybe because we're making backpacks now and people have questions, but it comes down to sternum straps and why are a lot of my backpacks and even the backpacks we make not including a sternum strap. So that's what we're going to talk about. And then I'm going to show you if you want to add one like backwoods, I don't want to say hillbilly because it's a viable way, but if you want to add a sternum strap backwoods style, I'm going to show you how to do that too. Alright, so here's why I brought up the ultralight thing at the very beginning. Not to make fun of people, because there's a time and place for that, okay? Making fun of people and ultralight. But here's what it is, and it drives me crazy, and I feel like I gotta put this out here as a little bit of a rant, because then it feeds into the backpack thing. You'll understand in a second. Bushcrafting is not hiking. This is inevitably one of the most difficult things for people to understand. We talk about bushcraft and right away their head goes to, well, I would not hike with that gear. I would not carry a cast iron pan on a hike. We're not hiking. That is not what we do. That is not our sport or our craft. Hiking, if you don't know, is walking from point A to point B or maybe point A on some loop back to point A. Bushcraft, on the other hand, is more about camp life. So it's walking a very short distance into your camp, enjoying camp life, enjoying the campfire, enjoying making the fire, enjoying making the things around camp that are going to make camp life better. Now, yes, there are the outliers, right? You can take your bushcraft gear and you can walk 20 miles into the woods, but most people generally that are into this are parking their vehicles, they're walking maybe a couple hundred yards to a mile, 2 miles into a spot and enjoying themselves there. They are stationary, that's what they're doing, and from there they go out to other areas. They are not hiking. Alright, Dan's rant's over. I barely ever rant on YouTube, but it drives me crazy. So this is the reason that I'm ranting about it. When you start to understand that approach from a bushcrafter standpoint is that we're not hiking, a lot more things will make sense. It makes more sense why we look at skills around axes and saws and cast iron and using heavier duty tarps and wool blankets, because there's a craft to that, and that is in one sense what we enjoy doing. So we're not looking at that long trek to get from point A to point B. That's something else. So when we look at bushcraft backpacks, the vast majority of them are going to look just like this. They're just your normal pack, okay, no sternum strap. Most of the time, even the strap itself is not the easiest thing to adjust. You can't just grab it and give it a yank like nylon and go bzzz, and tighten and adjust that pack. Now here's the thing. Yes, that does have downfalls to it, okay? But from a bushcraft standpoint, if you like this more traditional, more rugged gear that you're gonna have in maybe more adverse weather, or you are going to just look for that more traditional camp vibe, this stuff is just way more pleasant to use. Now, if you're gonna be traveling distance and you're gonna be hiking, yes, we want backpacks that don't hurt our shoulders, we want backpacks that fit properly, we want backpacks that ride on our back properly to maintain a certain load, compared to just throwing a whole bunch of stuff in and getting into camp. So when it comes to sternum straps help distribute that load of the backpack a little bit differently depending on how you adjust that. And secondly, they also help if your backpack is not perfectly fitted to you where the straps should lay. So adjusting that sternum strap, of course, is going to bring your straps in a little bit more. It's going to help with all that. And then lastly, what I have in the past found most for me with the sternum strap is if the pack seems to always slide off my shoulders this way, the sternum strap will hold it in place. So for example, my Go Ruck backpack, when I go and work out with that, I like a high sternum strap up through here. It just feels better. I have friends that like it down low, like down through here. It pulls it in better. So again, we don't have that adjustment, but we can make that adjustment because we're bushcrafters and we have rope and we're not hiking. Listen, I don't want to keep on going about the hiking thing. Done with the hiking jokes. You can use all different types of ropes and straps for this. What you want to stay away from is real thin stuff like bank line. It's going to cut into the pack too much. It's going to maybe destroy the pack. It's not going to feel good overall. So what I say is something like mule tape or a heavier clothesline rope is going to work best. A ton of different ways to do this, but here's what I like. So you can take one piece of whatever you're using and literally just tie it into a loop using any knot that you would love to use, okay? So because I'm fancy, I'm gonna put a water knot on here. That way it won't slide at all. So I'm gonna put that in place, tighten that down. So then what I did now was I created a loop. All right, so I put a loop on one of my straps. This is gonna be my starting point. Now what you need to remember with these canvas packs is you're not gonna have instant adjustability with your straps themselves. So I can't just pull these and go, bzz. If they're leather, you're gonna actually have to work buckles and stuff like that. So get the pack situate it where it's comfortable, that you can get it on and off, and then we're going to add these things in place. So loop in place. My second thing, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put on just like this, okay? So Lark said that I just have the two ends hanging. Now these two ends can go through that loop on the other side, and I can just tie this off. So I can tie this as tight or as loose as I want, wherever it's comfortable. So if I was doing this right about there would probably be best. I could pull that knot, and now I added that sternum strap in. Definitely changed the load on my back, okay? Feels a little bit different. If I need to take the thing off, it's not gonna go anywhere because they're both attached and we're good to go. All right, guys, there you go. Sternum straps, my take on them, how to make a backcountry one, and a little bit of everything in between. Just remember, there's different things going on out here, and you're going outside for different reasons. So if you overlap all these different things, it makes you more confused. So stick to what you're doing. Think about it in that context, and it'll make your life just that much easier. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give this one a shot. You'll like it. If you need a sternum strap and your pack doesn't have it on there, then you can always pull it off and you'll be good to go when you don't need it. So all right, hit the like, hit the subscribe button below. Also check us out at Coalcracker, bushcraft.com, and until next video, stay in the woods.